Everybody messes up. It's what you do after you mess up that matters. Let's talk about how to say you're sorry. It's easy to give a bad one, and too many people are doing it these days. And it goes from bad to worse. So here's how to give a good one. If you can't remember the last time you apologized, congratulations, you are perfect, or at least you believe so. For the rest of us, apologizing is a common, if not difficult, part of life. It's funny because among the earliest lessons imparted to children is the art of saying sorry. Yet for some odd reason, these skills don't seem to transfer through adulthood. I think it's ego, pride, and social fears that takes over. But what's ironic is not apologizing correctly is what brings on the very things that they fear about apologizing. They worry about appearing weak, but a weak apology is what shows weakness. They worry about being shunned from the group, but their display of lack of empathy is what disconnects them from others. They fear negative consequences, but their lack of self-awareness and personal responsibility is what makes them appear incompetent and untrustworthy. Some view apologizing as admitting defeat and thereby lowering their social status. Others think that it tarnishes their reputation. But on the contrary, a successful apology is what can bring people closer together and can improve your standing within the receiver and others' witness. Look, I know interactions with other primates are precarious. It's easy to cause unintentional harm, but it's harm no less. And when somebody is upset with you, it is common to shift into self-protection mode and to trick yourself into believing that you didn't do anything wrong, coming up with all sorts of reasons why you shouldn't apologize. We default to pushing blame onto the other person. You think of excuses, all sorts of situational factors that caused you to behave the way that you did. This is what you have to prevent. Your mind, driven by your emotions and psychological self-protection mechanisms, will try to convince you otherwise. You cannot let it. Here's the one thing I always default to. I did something that caused this result, or I didn't do something that I could have and thus got this result. Either way, I did something. That is the something that I need to apologize for, no matter what all the other details of the situation are. I did something. This is the mindset that I'm passing on to you here today. If in your interactions with other primates, you upset someone or something bad happened, you did something, no matter all the other details. Own it fully and apologize to those that you hurt or failed. That's it. To give you further instructions on how to apologize successfully, I'll pass on some tips from the book titled Sorry, 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 The Case for Good Apologies. 4.5 tips. You ready? Number 1, say you're sorry or that you apologize. Actually use the words I am sorry or I apologize. Saying the words I'm sorry or I apologize is non-negotiable in any decent apology, big or small. Avoid the terms like I regret or I feel really bad about what happened. Number 2, name or specify the infraction you're apologizing for. Explicitly saying what you're apologizing for and why it was wrong helps you take accountability. It shows that you understand why your actions were harmful and hurtful and that you understand the effect it had on the other person. Here's a key tip here. Don't make excuses. Don't justify. Don't tell us a story. Only explain if it absolutely is necessary to specify your infraction. Number 3, say what you're going to do to ensure the situation won't happen again. Describe how you'll never make the same infraction again with specificity. I'll set a reminder in my phone next time so I don't forget. I won't use that language anymore. I'm going to therapy or whatever, okay? It's not enough to say I'm taking responsibility for my actions. How will you take responsibility specifically? Number 4, offer to fix what's broken. While not applicable in all situations, making up for a bad deed can look like offering to buy a new white rug after you spilled red wine all over it, or publicly correcting the record regarding your embarrassing claims about a friend. And then the half tip, right? The 4.5. This is point 5 because it isn't part of your script, but it is part of your behavior. Listen without defense. At this point, it is no longer about the incident. It is about their experience and emotions, not yours. Each component can be adjusted to fit the seriousness of the apology. Now, what not to do when apologizing? There are a few hallmarks of a bad apology. Avoid language like, sorry if, ... right? Sorry if you were offended. Sorry but, right? Sorry but I had every right to yell. And sorry you. I'm sorry you took that the wrong way, okay? Don't include words like obviously or regrettable or unfortunate either. Don't minimize it in order to soothe your ego. It was just a joke. I didn't mean anything by it. Or I don't know why it was such a big deal. All this is bound to only inflame the situation, not alleviate it. And finally, any statement that also lays blame on the recipient is a bad apology. It is very normal for us to want to point out how they hurt us as well, because oftentimes these things aren't clear-cut in terms of who hurt who. If you feel like you are also owed an apology, save that for a separate conversation. That is a big tip right there. I hope that you got it. To make sure that you can walk away with this and have this formula readily in your head and have it still be with you 6 months from now after watching this Darren Daily, let me simplify this for you, okay? Let me sear this into your gray matter. Here's a 2-step process for small infractions. Ready? 1, own it. 2, apologize. That's own it fully. And 2, apologize to those you hurt or failed. So 1, own it. 2, apologize. Add 2 more steps for bigger infractions. Ready? 3, learn. And 4, fix it. That's 3, let us know what you learned from it. And 4, fix it. So small infractions, 1, own it. 2, apologize. Big ones, own it, apologize, learn, fix it. Got it? This is way more important than you think. We are messing up all the time, and based on our after incident action, we are ruining our credibility, breaking trust, and connections with others. The cost of this in the marketplace can be calculated in real dollars and cents. And to do it wrong on a bigger scale or a bigger stage, it could cost you your career. And we've seen it happen time and time again. Just know, humans are especially good at forgiving when they feel somebody is sincere. Forgiveness plays an important role in maintaining social relationships and promoting social cooperation. So we are acculturated to forgiving. On the contrary to how somebody's defense mechanisms might prompt them, when we see somebody being vulnerable and sincerely apologetic, we see that person as strong, not weak, and now even more trustworthy because it demonstrates a strength of character and a willingness to take responsibility for one's actions. These are the type of people we like to follow. So, say you're sorry, right? #sorry in the comments below if you're up for this.